India's economy just flashed a warning signal. The country's current account has slipped back into deficit. At the same time, global oil tensions are rising. Is this a temporary setback or an early warning for investors? Let's decode the numbers. Hi, this is Indraneel and welcome to the Spotlight Media and Technology. According to the Reserve Bank of India, India's current account moved from a 4.7 billion US dollar surplus in April to 2 billion US dollar deficit in May. Why? Because India's merchandise trade deficit widened to nearly 27.9 billion US dollar, driven largely by higher import costs, including crude oil. The timing is important. The West Asia conflict disrupted global oil markets, increasing energy price volatility and raising concerns about second-round inflation. There was some good news. India's services sector remained strong, generating a 15.7 billion US dollar surplus, while remittances and other transfers contributed another 13.6 billion US dollar. These continue to act as important shock absorbers for the Indian economy. Meanwhile, the capital account deficit narrowed sharply from 11.3 billion US dollar in April to 2.4 billion US dollar in May. But despite that improvement, India's overall balance of payments remained in a 4.4 billion US dollar deficit. At the Spotlight Media and Technology, this isn't just an economic story, it's an ESG and governance story. Governance. A resilient economy depends on strong macroeconomics management, stable external balances, and policy credibility during global uncertainty. Environmental. The episode once again highlights India's dependence on imported fossil fuels. Every geopolitical disruption reinforces the strategic importance of accelerating renewable energy and domestic clean energy investments. Social. Higher oil prices eventually affect transportation, food, and household expenses, making inflation a direct concern of millions of families. So the real point is, one month doesn't define a trend, but it reminds us that energy security, external resilience, and sound governance are increasingly interconnected. At the Spotlight Media and Technology, we don't just report economic data, we decode what it means for ESG, capital markets, policy, and the global economy. If you are navigating macroeconomic risk, ESG strategy, or sustainability at your organization, we help companies with ESG strategy and communication. Link in the description. Thank you very much for watching and signing it off.